I think there's trade-offs to all of it. And even with the systems approach to scaling, like I always make it clear in any talk I ever do, we don't have good, robust evidence that it leads to any better outcomes than not taking it. That's not, that's not what I'm sort of trying to say. All I'm saying is another way of looking at it, and it might be useful and it could be helpful. It's a different way. And these are the reasons that I'll argue why I think it's a useful way. But we don't know it leads to a better thing, because just capturing that's very difficult. But
Mm.
it's hard. And I often wrestle with the idea of, is it better to have something being done and we don't have the perfect measures and we don't have thing um in good data collection than the perfect thing that's done in a very small population that's controlled? And what do we really gain and lose from both of those approaches? But like
Yeah.
I say, I think I said before about us being in an academic system and how we're part of this. But I think because I've had this role where I speak with so many different academics, I've never met one that hasn't been like, they've really, their sole purpose is to improve the outcomes of individuals. Like, no, none of them were, they might have their own as career aspirations, but they're 100% just wanting to improve people's lives. But they're bound by their own system that they have to work in. And that I currently think is completely contradictory to what a systems approach really requires, with sort of scaling and
Yes.
a lot of health behavior change. So people are tied in it. And so um, until we have funding systems, I think, that possibly allow that a slightly messier way of doing research, and perhaps there's a lot I don't wouldn't be qualified to unpack all that, but it's going to be difficult, I think, to do things differently in a lot of scaling and intervention implementation at a big scale, like at big country level scale.